Hello everybody, this is your boy Gaming with Portals, and I'm back to you with another Metal Gear Rising mod tutorial. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to create Havok collision mods for custom scenes in Metal Gear Rising. Before we get fully started with this, I want to do a big shout out to Orion for figuring out how to do this with Autodesk Max. Now this will be using SoftImage Mod Tool because it's slightly more legal, but big shout outs to him for figuring out how to do it in the first place. So the first thing you're going to want to do is install Autodesk Mod Tool. That link will be in the description. You're going to want Autodesk Mod Tool 7.5. Once you're done with that, the next link will be Havok Content Tools, which I will show you how to set up right now. So double click on the downloaded.exe to start the installation. Just go through this. I already have this installed, but what you want to do is tick XSI 7.5. It won't find it by default because SoftImage Mod Tool is weird. So you gotta tick XSI 7.5. It'll automatically find the other stuff for you. But see, XSI 7.5, you're gonna want to click Browse. Then you want to go down to your Autodesk drive. And so I have mine in a folder called SI Mod for SoftImage Mod Tool. I can find it. Yeah, SI Mod Tool. Now, very important, do not put in the SoftImage Mod Tool folder, put in the add-ons folder. It's important it goes in here. Now, I already have it installed, so I won't be installing it again. See Havok Content Tools. But that's what you do, and then you follow through with the rest of the installation. Once you're done with that, you can go into your let me find it. You can open up SoftImage Mod Tool. So this software is very similar to Hammer, if you've ever used that. This software was used to make Metal Gear Rising, so it's the most compatible. Not specifically this, but XSI SoftImage, probably 2010, maybe 2011. This is slightly older than 2011, 7.5. So, wait for it to start up. It's a little bit of an old program. Do make sure it's 32-bit. I think it only installs as 32-bit, but if it gives you an option, make sure it's 32-bit. It'll tell you the scripts on this page are broken, that's fine, it's just because it's not supported anymore. So now you're in here. This is XSI. If the Havok install worked, you'll have this option. It's very important you have this toolbar. If it didn't, close XSI, reinstall Content Tools, and try again. But this toolbar is like critical to what we're doing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your scene in OBJ format. So you can export it with Blender. That's what I would recommend. And then you can go to import OBJ file. If you're using Blender 2.9, you can export ASCII FPX and import it with Crosswalk. But if you're using a Blender version newer than 2.9, you're gonna have to import with OBJ. You can also try Day, but I have not gotten Day to work yet, so I would do OBJ. So you'll get this wavefront. These are all fine. You're gonna want to click here. In my tutorial, we'll be using Blood Gulch from Halo 1. So let me find that directory. Now, I highly recommend positioning your map the way it's going to be finally first before loading it up in here, but it's really your choice. You can position it later, so you're going to want to click OK and import it. And it may give you a critical error. If that happens, there's something wrong with your OBJ. I have yet to figure out exactly what is wrong with your OBJ when that happens. This is actually the wrong one. See how high up that is? It's not going to work because Sam spawns very low in the map. So I think what we're actually looking for is the untitled.obj. Also, yeah, this Explorer dialog is really slow and terrible, and I wish there was a better solution, but there is not. Okay, this looks more correct. It's actually slightly below the map, but that should... No, this is right. Alright, so what you're going to want to do once you've imported this is click on it like I just did. You might have to move your mouse to select mode using that button. And then you're going to want to go to Havok, Show Havok toolbar, and then you're going to want to click this RB button. Leave all these at the default unless you want to mess with them. I'm actually not sure if they affect MGR, I haven't tried. Just click cancel, or click the X button, and it'll be created a rigid body. C, RB. And now if you go to scene, you go to your imported mesh, you can see it has an HK rigid body. You can change the parameters again if you want to. Well, but what you need to do while you've got this open is you need to go to HK shape and change it from convex hole to mesh. If it's convex hole, it'll generate as a giant blob and it will not work at all because you do not want your mesh to be a giant blob. If you need, you can enable extra radius, but usually you don't. And then go to Havok, export. There's a highly important step in here, so make sure you're paying attention. This also takes quite a second, but when it says write to platform, if you download the HKO I have linked in the description, this will be on my drive. So make sure you click this find button and select a new directory for your HKX file. Right now I've just got mine writing to my ST6 directory on my E drive, but you will have to change this to somewhere on your drive. And then you can click save configuration and that it'll work. But anyway, now that you're here, you can just click run all configurations. You can see it's trying to connect. You just let it do that 5 times and it'll start up the Havok program. And okay, so it should be fine. Yeah, the physics system got generated, so that should be fine. And if it's sideways like this is actually correct. This is what MGR's coordinate system looks like. That's why XSI is so great, because this is what it will automatically look like, whereas Max, you have to rotate it. But now, I can open up my game data folder and go into my map. And so, Fears Like Mine, you can see this is R601, so this is Sam's Arena. You have R601.HKX, which you can replace with your new HKX. Then save that, and then go to Metal Gear Rising. See if it. Yep. Now, as you can see, the positioning of my map is a little bit off. This one is lower than. Oh, it didn't capture the window right. This is great. How do I? Okay, sorry. Let me restart. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't re-export mine, so my map is actually a little bit lower than the mesh that I made. But as you can see, this is not what R06 normally looks like. Okay, my map is a little bit too low that I walked into the death box MGR has, which is an issue you can have. If you have this issue, just reset, do the whole process, but raise your map up a little bit. But I'll try to give you an example showing this works. Well, first of all, the map's already way bigger. Yeah, it is kind of an issue that you die. You guys, I'm going to have to end the tutorial there probably, because that's all you really need to know. But it does work, and that's the best way of doing it. So I'll see you all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.